information you can count on with Chief Meteorologist Kate McKenna and the Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network.
And just within the past minute, we have seen that severe thunderstorm warning allowed to expire for Madison, Morgan, and Marshall counties. With that in mind, I'm still not letting my guard down yet, and neither should you. We're still watching this very closely, still seeing some broad rotation in that general area. So let's go ahead and get you a closer view of what is happening here on the Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network. Got a lot of radar data here to help us out, and a lot of lightning showing up now between 72 and 431. Typically when we get these lightning spikes, that's an indication of a storm either maintaining its strength or continuing to strengthen. One of the things that I want to point out here, that this is really not well organized on this particular radar view, but I do want to pull some of the wind data for you and get you a slightly closer view of where we are seeing some of the more concerning aspects of this storm. So we're looking at southeastern Madison County here. And I still see some broad rotation just northwest of New Hope. That's going to continue to track towards the north-northeast. So Gurley and Woodville, just know that we're watching this for you. We don't have any tornado warnings or anything like that right now, but this storm continues to intensify. I've also been watching the hail with this storm, and we've seen some small hail indicated. That's what you see there with that light gray shading. This is not large hail, but it is something that we'll be watching as well. I did get a picture out of Eva from Penny. Penny sent that one in of pea-sized hail. So we never saw large hail. At least I didn't get any photos of that, but that was the reason for that severe thunderstorm warning to begin with. So half-inch diameter hail that looks to be indicated there just north of New Hope. So let's go ahead and get you an idea of where all of this is heading. I want to go back to what we've got on that radar view. I'll take you on a slightly wider picture here because I want to track all of this rain as it's heading towards really right along the Madison and Jackson County line, and I'll see if I can get you a better vantage point here of where the leading edge of this is. And I told you it is fairly disorganized. All of this getting ready to track over 72 around Gurley. So let's go ahead and put that track on here. Last time we were looking at that severe thunderstorm warning, we were looking at this tracking northward at about 35 miles per hour. So it's going to be in Moore's Mill at 5:01. Your current time right now is 4:48. It's going to be a Newmarket at 5:09 and then Huntland up into Tennessee at 5:23. So that's the current situation with the storm that was previously warned. I'm also watching the storms tracking in from the southeast here. We're continuing to see some intensification, some new development here right along that swath between 231 and 431 right around Gunnersville. And if you look at the wider view, notice that these storms are generating just to our south, and this can cause a problem for flooding because they're tracking over the same locations. There's, I believe, the first tornado warning, at least of the day, that's closer to North Alabama. It's not within our area, but that is going to be up into East Tennessee there north of Chattanooga. I just saw that pop up. So that's the current situation again on the Way 31 Storm Tracker Early Warning Radar Network. We are still really watching that potential for rotation. Tornado watch in effect until 10 o'clock tonight for all of our counties along and east of I-65. Not only is there that risk for a brief tornado, but there's a damaging wind threat, the risk for damaging hail as well. It's kind of on the lower end of the spectrum, but that is something that we've already had to watch for you today. Flash flood watch still in effect until 1 o'clock tomorrow morning. So here's future radar. Notice how active it is initially, and notice the rain that sets up shop right across our eastern counties midnight. Now all the way to 2:30, and we finally see some improvement by early tomorrow morning. That flash flooding risk is going to be a bigger concern as we go throughout tonight, and the rain really doesn't move out of the area. That's where we're expecting our highest rainfall totals, anywhere from 1 to 2 inches possible. Locally, higher amounts will also be possible where those stronger storms are moving through. More persistent rain tracking across the area. 7-day forecast shows we finally get rid of all of this by the weekend. In the meantime, I'm tracking it closely for you. We'll be right back.